the next big thing.
And also, we're going to take a second to remind you about today.
Thalía, in other parts of the world, you're going to find out she's already a superstar. Now the Latin sensation is about to break onto the American scene, and our entertainment reporter Jill Rappaport talked to her about her upcoming debut. Hey, Jill, good morning.
Hi, Matt. Well, she is hot, 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 the rage everywhere. And look out, J-Lo and Shakira. Here comes Thalía with her English album.
I can be the sweet little girl, so heartbroken and loving. But also I can be the animal, the killer, the sexy. And nice.
With 9 albums, millions of dollars in sales, and a flourishing television career, pop star and actress Thalía may just be the biggest phenomenon you've never heard of. But all that's about to change. I'm almost afraid to ask you to sing for me now. Oh, that was easy enough. This Latin sensation, who stole hearts with her work on Spanish soap operas in the 90s, has achieved dual success as a singer, and this year graced the cover of People en Español's 25 Most Beautiful Latinos.
And no buttocks and nothing, eh?
Yeah, all natural.
All natural.
Now Thalía finds herself testing the waters in America. Do you feel like you're starting from scratch, that you really have to prove yourself all over again to new fans?
Definitely, but that's an amazing opportunity for me to just start all over again. I'm not searching just for like a crossover. I'm not coming here like, look, I'm a star. Not at all. I'm just want to share my music. You see.
But Thalía didn't just sit back and wish for crossover success. Her self-titled album enlists the talents of big-name producers. She also has the support of a big-name husband, former Sony music head Tommy Mottola. Tell me the pros and the cons of being married to one of the most powerful men in this industry. Many assume, well, hey, it's a piece of cake for her because she's got immediate connections. That can be a downside too, right?
Yeah. No, I don't talk about this like a lot, you know. But we met each other being successful in our own worlds. Like he was successful in his own world, and I was already successful in my own world. I didn't arrive with a tape in my hand, like, could you make me? You know, didn't happen that way.
Right.
So we just met, and it happened, and we fell in love, and the rest is history. Baby, I'm in love with the one I'm with. Sorry if you don't approve. Whenever I have a question, he's there and he answers it, but just when I make the question. So then is when he gives me his amazing word that everybody will pay to have it, and I'll have it for free.
As her star in the U.S. rises, Thalía approaches her popularity with caution. Last fall in Mexico City, her sisters were abducted and held for ransom. You personally have been through so much. I know we're coming on the 1-year anniversary of something that was so traumatic for you and your family.
Yeah.
A year ago, in September, your 2 sisters were kidnapped.
I know. And that's a painful theme to touch for me.
Both sisters were safely returned, but Thalía would spend 8 months in exile. Now she approaches her life and her music much differently.
When I went back to the studio, I went back with a completely different attitude, like writing
How
more
fragile
about
life is.
Yeah, and writing more about life and empowering and happiness. It was after this big moment in my life, and I really want to portray freedom in this album.
Putting her past behind her, Thalía isn't fencing herself in. This summer, she's lending her fashion sense to a line of merchandise at Kmart.
It has everything, like apparel, it has jewelry, accessories, home, like following Martha Stewart's steps.
Maybe not too closely.
I'm not gonna go there.
Baby, no one else ever wants you like I do.
And despite the pressure for her to succeed here, Thalía has no fear of failure. In fact, she relishes the challenge.
You feel, 'cause I'm feeling something.
I know, like, sometimes it's hard, but, you know, stand up, like, take off the dust and try it again. That's life. And it's difficult sometimes, but hey, why not? We're here for that, just for take chances.
You make the dawn say, girl, I want you, girl, I need you.
Tell me what you feel, 'cause I'm
And Thalia's new CD hits the stores this Tuesday. Looks, talent, and a whole lot of confidence.
You just made a prediction. You think she's going to be huge here in the States.
She's already all over the world. So.
All right. Jill, thanks very much. Coming up next, Hot